Have you ever said, "Thank you for your service" to a veteran? It's a nice and friendly way to acknowledge them and what they've done, but it might not have the impact that you think. We interviewed 6 student veterans for a program called Enlisted to Enrolled. If you're watching this on YouTube, you'll find the link to that in the description below. In this video, you're going to see an expanded version of those veterans talking about being told, "Thank you for your service," and how it makes them feel. You'll see that next.
When people thank me for my service, I try to take it for what it is. They're trying to be grateful for it. Even though I don't think my service is something that I need to be thanked for, I feel that my experiences in the service are not quite what that phrase was meant to cover.
As veterans and service members, we all have different views on that. For me, it's harder to say, and I think for everyone else who has lost people within their units and their squads, it's harder for them to say, "You're welcome" to that statement of people thanking us for our service, because in our heads, we're saying you should be thanking the ones who didn't come home.
People just throw it out there. First, it was a thing that, you felt like, yeah, thank you for service, but now it's just a thing that at times we make joke of it. We make a joke where we say it to each other, to other veterans, just to make it a joke. But I know for me, being hurt, I heard it a lot. Being at Walter Reed, I heard that a lot, and it was just constant, and it's every single day. Especially, let's say you had a horrific injury, that's all you would really hear is like, "Thank you for your service, thank you for your service." I think people had just been programmed to just say, to be like, "Oh, well, that'll make them feel better."
Some people you can really tell it's heartfelt, and some people it's like an auto response. But then others, you can tell just by the way that they say it, the inflection in their voice and the emotion on their face, that they really do actually mean that they're thankful. And it's kind of interesting from a socio-psychological perspective to look at those people and where they came from and why they might be so thankful. Most of the time it's because someone else in their family has served.
When I first got into the military, I felt deeply uncomfortable when people thanked me for my service, because at that point I hadn't really done anything. And one of our instructors had to explain, well, I mean, if you haven't done anything, think about it as what you may do for your country. And years later, I got out, and now when people thank me for my service, I think not so much that I've earned that thank you, but I think back to everything I did. I took part in joint exercises with, different European countries, with different Middle Eastern countries. I spent many, many nights out at sea. I missed Thanksgivings and Christmases and birthdays. When my dad had his chemotherapy, I missed all of that. There was a lot of things that I did that most people don't even think about. They just kind of take for granted that there are people at night or in the day standing watch. Sometimes it does just sound like an obligatory thing that people want to tell you, but overall, I'm okay with it. I don't think, again, that I necessarily have earned it.
I kind of come from like a perspective where I'm always feeling like I don't deserve the recognition or I didn't do enough. So if someone ever says thank you for your service, I kind of feel bad. Like I kind of feel like I shouldn't deserve it, but I don't want them to think that. So I just say thank you back and kind of keep it moving.